What's going on, Scott? How are you, man? Oh, busy. So much going on right now. so much. Yeah, sleep's the one thing I won't bargain against. I will sleep if push comes to shove. So I will No, I said that's the one thing I will not bargain against is I will sleep. So yeah. All right. So yeah, how's it looking so far? Let me see if I can figure out how to stack these because I need it to show in the center. Let's see. I haven't fired up the stream yet, the main stream yet. I still have it on Reddit, waiting to go. Let's see. Perfect. Check your Discord. Check your Discord. I accidentally muted you, Scott. There we go. Oh, let me tell you. Yep. Love it. Give me a sec. Let me do this real quick and see how I can change this. Gallery's not going to let us both. Yeah, no, it's just kind of, it is how it is. Okay, this will have to work. This will be the view that has to work. Okay, let me fire up the main stream here, and we will get rocking here. We got about 10 people, and the people will come in as we go here. So we'll BS for a couple minutes here. Video open. No, I got you. Good evening, everybody, and welcome in to Top Rope Tuesday here on the MBB District. You guys can see me a little bit in the shot there. Referee Brandon Tull here. Good evening, guys. So we're going to take a little bit of a detour this evening in the big screen, on the big part of the screen there. Minuteman Scott Kingsbury is with me. We're going to talk for a little bit before we get into the breaks here tonight. Come on in. Can everybody hear audio okay? I'm taking Zoom straight over into the mainstream. So everybody in the mainstream, Lynn, Cubby, Emart, Vandy, Philly Mike, can you guys all hear? Can you hear me? Okay, Scott, give me a test real quick. Say hi real quick. I don't think they can. Let me see. Hold on. No, Scott. Oh boy, this is what I was afraid of. Bum, 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 bum. Hold on. Let me try this real quick. Hold on. So the speaker's going through there. Let's run it over to the system. Try it now, Scott.
Yeah, absolutely. What's up, everybody? How we doing?
Okay. So then I need to change it so I can hear you. Hold on 1 second. I'm learning this on the fly, guys.
He's doing great. He's doing great.
Scott, keep talking real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, there we go.
It's cool.
I can hear you on my end
Go ahead.
too. All right. Yep, I can hear you on my end, and that's what I was hoping
Cool.
hoping for on my end.
It's really cool. Guys
All
like
right.
you let me jump on. I don't have to pay
There we
you to
go.
jump on. It's out of friendship and out of love, and so that's really neat. Guys like you, No Flow
Keep going.
last night. I'll be with MBB tomorrow afternoon. I don't have an exact time on that yet, but I know that me and Ben have been chatting and we're working on that. I'll be together with him. And then we'll be with a group called Buck City Breaks tomorrow night as well. So
Yeah, I know those guys for Buck City. So an old.
yeah,
You are in. You're in Columbus. Yeah, you're in Columbus. You're in as I say
absolutely.
you're in God's country.
They're the hometown boys. Yeah, I
Are
can go over there in about 20-25 minutes from my house.
Yeah, you're in God's country out there with the land where the Buckeye is raised. So
That's right. That's right. Hey, by the way, we aren't that far from Cincinnati. I just want to know, where was my invite the other week? Man,
that was literally a day trip. Literally, I drove 12 hours in one day. I was in Cincinnati for all of about 4 hours. I drove in, went to the soccer match, and then stopped by my folks on the way. Like drive because I was driving out of town. And stopped and surprised them. I didn't even tell them until after the match was over that I was even in town. Like nobody except for maybe 2 or 3 people knew that I was coming in. So I got to make a proper trip in for like a weekend or something. I know some people on the stream had heard this. My stepdad's been fighting cancer for the past few years. And back in Thanksgiving, they had found some tumors on his brain. So he started very aggressive radiation and treatment for it. And I hadn't seen him since Thanksgiving. And I know I shared with the guys on the stream, he's kicking out. Like he rang the bell and finished the radiation. His hair's starting to come back. Like a lot of the qualities that he has were coming back. Like it was good. So it was good. It was worth 12 hours of driving. I pulled out of my house at 5:45 a.m. because that was the Sunday that we lost an hour. So I pulled out at 5:45 a.m. and I didn't roll back home. I think it was probably close to 11 o'clock that I got back on that Sunday night.
Yeah.
So
it's cool you're able to see your dad and, hey, winning all day, baby.
Yeah, it was good. It was good to be home. It was good to see him. So, all right. So let's talk. So we are, and I will freely admit, I do not watch college basketball. It's one of the few sports I don't watch. I barely find time to watch the NBA out of everything else. So we're in March Madness. Obviously, the tournaments are starting this week. So we got the Minuteman tournament coming up. Tell me about it.
Yeah. So I used to run a March Madness bracket competition. We used to have about $30,000 in prizes. It was free to enter. I had a lot of media partners, and this was all prior to COVID. I own a company called Minuteman Tickets. We're a ticket brokerage. We're involved in the live event entertainment industry. That includes concerts, sporting events, theater, all that. We took a pretty good beating when COVID happened. No seated events, right? So we could no longer be able to offer all these prizing for no cost entry. But I had all these people that loved brackets, and they're like, "Hey, where's your competition?" And so I partnered up with Eric Hecker, if you know Eric.
Mm-hmm.
And I partnered with Eric, and he had a deal going on called Ripping for the Cure for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. And I just knew that I could do something to help him out. And this just happened to be the thing that matched, right? And so we started that. I was looking last night. The first year we had about 155 entries. The second year we had about 140. Last year we had about 220. And this year we set our goal for 300 entries.
It's a lot of
And
entries.
so this bracket, it's aggressive. It's aggressive. And that's why I need the Zebra Breaks of the world to let me on their show and let me talk to the people and let them know about it, because it's aggressive. There is no doubt about it. I bit off a little bit this year, but it's $5 to enter. The prizing's as strong as it's ever been. That top prize is probably $550, $600 worth of stuff. And so it's priced out really strong. $5 per entry, 5 entries maximum, and it goes to a great cause with the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. It amazes me how many people know somebody who has Crohn's or colitis, because I didn't. Not all the way until it's winter. But a lot of people who I talk to, they're like, oh yeah, my sister. Oh, I have a cousin. They know somebody. And so it's pretty wild.
Yeah, I know one person back in high school, actually, who had Crohn's disease. And they were in and out as they were trying to manage it as they were getting ready to go to college. So yeah, it's amazing when you get into the grand scheme of the world, and you learn more about people than you thought you knew, and things that may seem distant are actually closer to you than you think.
Yeah, it's and this past winter, my sister-in-law got diagnosed with Crohn's.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that. It's a little bit closer to home, and so we did that. I actually brought some of the prizing with me. Sure. If y'all can't tell, I'm in my car. I'm dressed up a little bit more proper than I was last night for No Flow. I actually just stepped out of a meeting, and as soon as I get off this, I'll be back in the meeting. But I wanted to come out and spend this time. I got the Sid Vicious, right? This is part of the Zebra Break sponsored prize package right here. And I just love that picture and how sharp that, I don't know, I can't really tell, but that autograph is,
Yeah. Sid's a hard guy to get, man, because Sid, if he, I know the wrestling fans here in the chat will know if he's not playing softball, he's a hard man to get a hold of. So, Sid, for as much as he bounced around a lot of the companies over the years between WWE, WCW, and back and forth, had a really good career, was on top pretty much everywhere he went. I mean, he came back into WWE in 96. He left in 95, went to WCW, came back in 96, and within 5 months-ish, maybe, was working Shawn Michaels, winning the WWE title off of him at Madison Square Garden in the 96 Survivor Series. Like, he was always on top wherever he went. And that's because of that big man effect. So, so I got a lot of respect for Sid. I can't say I agree with some of his choices in terms of canceling bookings or not making bookings for whatever reason, but neither here nor there.
Man, you know all the details. You're calling out dates. I was a young man back then in 96 and 95.
Wrestling's what I knew growing up, man. It's what I did. it's what awesome. I did, man, when I was growing up. So I know you said you got something else too. And then I want to talk because I know for Break Club, if you're in Break Club, there's a little an added incentive as well. I want to talk about as well. So what was the first thing that you got that you said you were going to add in? You were telling me about it this morning.
Yeah. So absolutely. I didn't only just bring prizing that's a part of the competition. I actually brought something specifically for the Zebra Breaks crowd tonight. And that's this card right here. I was at a card show this week, and that's Liv Morgan. I don't even know what they call it.
It's 2022 Select WWE. It's the Orange Flash, which is the retail only specific Liv Morgan parallel. An Orange Flash, you're not guaranteed a certain number per blaster box with that. So that's actually a pretty decent find, especially with Liv being back, with Liv making her return at the Royal Rumble in January.
Yeah, kind of making a little bit of a run now. But so I got this card. I picked it up at the card show. I knew I was coming on with you. We had this pre-planned a little bit, and I bought it because I wanted to give it away to somebody in your crowd. I'm going to give this card. I'm going to send it PWE. I'm going to send it in the mail on Monday when I send all my other eBays out. And I'm going to send it to the first person from here on out that's from this group that gets a bracket, you got to go to www.minutemanmadness.com, MINUTEMAN madness, MADNESS.com. And the first person who does that, go ahead and send me a message in Discord, Minuteman Scott, or if you want to on Twitter, at ScottyKs.com. And the first person who fills out one bracket for $5, I'm sending this card to.
And then I'll double up for anybody that's in the chat watching, or anybody on, whether it's on YouTube or wherever I cast out. If you get it in and you put your name in, Scott, you can tell me who. Once you tell me who, let me know what your PC is. I'll find a couple cards I'll throw into it as well.
Oh, that's awesome. So we're really stacking the deck.
Yep. And then
they get well beyond the $5 they might spend, or even more than that.
Yep. And then for Break Club, we've got what was it? Three brackets.
Yeah. I can give you the details on that. I put together that promo for Ben, and we were talking about it kind of throughout last week, tossing ideas back and forth. I sent him 30 sets of the 2013 Panini Rising Stars basketball. It's a retail only, blaster only insert set. And some of the Rising Stars in the set is Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie Irving, Bradley Beal, Evan Turner. It's a 10-card set, right? So there's a bunch of pretty decent names in there. How about this? Damian Lillard, he's in there as a rising star. Yeah. So I can tell you the values. It sells on Amazon for $25 for a set. There's one set available on eBay, and it's running about $10, right? But for the first 30 people out of Break Club, the first 30 people in Break Club that do 3 brackets, Ben's going to go ahead and throw one of those sets right in your mail day, the next mail day you have with him. So he has them now. They arrived yesterday to him, so he has them in hand, and he's ready to put them in your mail day. Send them out. If you get 3 brackets, if you've already done 3 brackets, that would qualify. And so I'm going to give him a list, and he's going to say, yep, that's a Break Club member. That's a Break Club member. That's a token holder. And that's a deal that you don't get with anybody else, anywhere else. That is for Break Club.
And then I will say as well, and Mike threw it up. What's the, I'll put the web address here. I'm going to type it in the chat. Give it again, Scott, and I'm going to type it here in the chat as well.
Absolutely. It's www.minutemanmadness, MADNESS.com. MinutemanMadness.com.
Yeah, Break Club, J Sports. I'll go into Break Club once we're done with this. Break Club is with in conjunction with our Break Club Discord. So I'll go over that here in a little bit. So because that's something completely different from what we're doing, what Scott's doing with Minuteman Madness in the tournament. So, but put a pin in that. We'll come back to it. So I'm going to plug it as well, guys. Hit Scotty up for all your ticket needs. Mike put it up right. And I can say the proof. I went to my first NBA game ever last spring. I went up to see Milwaukee and Memphis. It was like the last week of the regular season. Thought I was going to see Giannis, but they had just clinched number 1 seed. So instead of Giannis, I got Thanasis. I don't know if that's a real good equivalency, but lower level 100, like great view. And the price was great. So, and I do have a question. I wanted to know, as you brought this up, guys, if you have questions in the chat, throw them in there and we'll ask them here. You talked about COVID. I think you're maybe one of the only people that, like me, because with being in pro wrestling, sports entertainment, no live events, I don't have a job, like how did you navigate that with the fact that all live entertainment was shut down?
It was wild. It was wild. I actually left town from Columbus, Ohio, and I was actually held up in Massachusetts. I was helping my dad as a farm, and so I was actually back up there doing farming with my dad. He has a maple syrup sugaring operation. I helped him sanitize after we were done boiling and all that. And then trees come in, Christmas tree farm, largest cut your own Christmas tree farm in Western Massachusetts. The key is to cut your own part. And so we were going ahead and I was planting trees with him, and I had kind of a right-hand man and I paid him to do the in-office work. I was just checking in, and he was doing that, and I took off and came back here so I could cut some of my income,
Not, yeah, I didn't even think about that until you said it, because I know from my end, with being in the ring with wrestling, I mean, I wasn't doing what I'm doing now nearly as much. I think I just started dabbling in it and trying to teach myself how to do it. And then, because I went from being on the road 35 to 40 on the high side, like weekends a year. So 3 days a week for 40 weeks a year, to being on the road maybe 6 days every 7 weeks. And I didn't think about that until you said it, because, with being the ticket broker, it's all live events. There's no live events. There's nothing to sell, with everything being canceled.
Yeah. We were stuck. I mean, all we were doing was eating overhead. That's all we were doing was eating overhead. And obviously the tickets you buy for April, you're buying in December, right?
Yeah.
So you're not only eating the current overhead, you're eating the previous overhead that you had to pay.
Yeah.
And
that makes
was
sense.
wild. And even the lifestyle of, and I bet you can identify to this, even the lifestyle, right? I'm going out to 2 to 3 events a week generally right now. I've got events on Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday this week. And so I'm not even out at those, I wasn't going out to those events. It was like a big lifestyle change. I think that surprised me quite a bit on how much I miss shows and just going out and interacting with people.
Yeah, I think from my end, because I was on the road so much, I didn't really, if I was going to live sporting events and stuff, it was while I was on the road. I can tell you numerous times I'd catch a baseball game or something when I was in a different town, if I'd get in the day early, because I normally have to be in a day early for a wrestling show as part of the requirement. So I'd have to be in at least minimum the night before. So based on flights and stuff, I could be in as early as noon the day before. So there was a lot of, obviously that didn't happen, but for me, it was just from, we went from being in front of fans to learning how to do television with nobody. I think in the very beginning, probably the first few months, there were maybe if it was a singles match. So you got your 2 wrestlers, you have me as the ref. We had our timekeeper and our ring announcer, and we had 2 camera guys in the room. That's it. And pretty much outside of the 3 of us in the ring, everybody else was socially distanced. So you go from having hundreds of people, or close to thousands of people in an arena, to having 8 people max in a room at one time. Like we had, I eventually, somewhere down the line later in life, I want to write a book on it, because I was in on some of the early conversations about, because I had experience with sanitization and stuff like that, as working with the feeder company to WWE at the time, Evolve, and they already had a lot of health and safety to that extent in place. So I was in on a lot of those early conversations, coordinating that, because then it came down to, we can't have a ring crew in there because we can't socially distance a ring crew. So now there's only, we'd have 8 to 12 people, 10 to 12 people actually building a ring day before a show. Now we got 3, 4 max building a ring, to do this television thing. Yeah, J Sports, I agree. I'm glad everything is back to normal.
Oh, God bless.
I'll say the first pay-per-view we did, so it'd been Slammiversary 22 is when things started coming back. I know when we had fans in attendance for the first time, and I remember watching on TV on Impact, because I would always watch the Thursday night show to see what the final product looked like. And I remember they put up the graphic that they were going to sell tickets for it, and I was like, fans are coming back. And I had the opening match of the pay-per-view. It was an Ultimate X, so there were me and 2 other refs out there. And I remember going out before we started the pay-per-view, and the fans were just like, I got goosebumps with it, man. And it was one of those moments. I was like, and it was seeing some of the fans that would come to all the pay-per-views and everything before the pandemic. It was almost like you were seeing friends for the first time in a while. And I literally looked over to one and was like, God, I missed you guys. And they're like, we missed you too. Like it was having all of us back together at the same time. It was fantastic. So, I can say now I don't, this is going to kind of, I'm not saying I'm antisocial, but I don't go out a whole lot. I went to the Cincinnati games solely because I have season tickets to FC Cincinnati. And the only reason I have them is because it was cheaper for me to do that, to try to get, when I wanted to go see Messi play last summer in Cincinnati in the Open Cup. It was cheaper for me to buy a season because I'm in one of the supporter groups. So it was cheaper for me to buy a full season for this year and then be able to buy the ticket for the Open Cup at face value than it was to go to the secondary market. Like, because MLS locks a lot of it through SeatGeek and all that. And I think they almost exclusively went through them. And I think it was $100 plus cheaper to go the route I went with it. So for me this year, it's like, okay, I have every game for free now because I get MLS on Apple TV now, and that cuts in, like, I don't have to pay for that now. So there were a lot of benefits. There are a lot of benefits to doing it that way. I'm going to try to get out to more this summer. I hope, with it. But yeah, it's definitely feels like we're back to some kind of normal now,
Yeah. Yeah, when you go down there, just holler at me for real. I'll drive down. If I'm around, I'll drive down. I mean, it's only an hour and a half for me. There's other guys like Todd Warren. He's down there too.
Yeah, he's actually down by my parents' place actually. But yeah, I'm gonna plan it out. My goal is hopefully maybe to go to one game a month on my season. And then midweeks, maybe. I mean, I don't know. It's just going to depend on things here at home and wrestling schedule if I have one. Like, there's so many things I have to take into account with it. But I like it. I mean, soccer is a sport's on the rise here domestically in the United States. I mean, you've got all the European clubs are coming over here this summer and doing friendlies over here. Like, I mean, Columbus is getting it. They're getting Man City and Chelsea at the Shoe.
Yeah, I literally just saw that a couple hours ago. Yeah.
I'm a Liverpool guy. I know Liverpool's doing two. They're doing one, I think, at the University of South Carolina, and then one at in Philly at the Link. I don't know why they chose the University of South Carolina, but c'est la vie to do one. But they're going to do one there. So I'm going to try to see. I've got a friend of mine working on behind the scenes on hopefully maybe secure a ticket for that because I was looking and they're not cheap. They are not cheap in any way. They are not what I expected. I mean, once again, I pay MLS prices. So there's a difference between playing MLS and the Premier League. So, so
you can always reach out to me and have me take a look for you. I know I'm working on some tickets at the Link for one of the guys.
Yeah. Have you gotten requests for WrestleMania for coming up for April?
We had a little bit, not a ton, but a little bit. I actually had a guy hit me up last night. It would sound crazy, but it's not crazy in my industry. At about 1:30 a.m. last night, right? And he hit me up for SummerSlam coming up in Cleveland.
Yeah, that's the week. That's the week after the National. Cleveland's getting it all. They're going to hit the National, and then the week later is SummerSlam up at the Browns Stadium. So yeah, it's nice. It's back in the Midwest. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go back to Cleveland after spending 3 days there the week before. But it's nice that Cleveland's going to get it. So. With it being outdoor, I mean, I think they're taking it's going to be a lot of bigger stadiums now for the bigger PLEs now that UFC, the company that owns UFC, owns WWE as well. They're going to take a lot of those stances to it. So yeah, the tournament looks good. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes with it. So what we got, the play-ins are tonight or tomorrow? The first four?
The play-in game starts tonight. There's 2 tonight. There's 2 tomorrow. And then, hey, deadline is noon on Thursday, like 11:50. I think your first tip. So the next 24 to 48 hours is a big deal for Minuteman Madness.
Yeah.
It's important we finish off these numbers and, with any luck, hit that goal.
JJ just said he got his 3rd bracket in. So,
hey, you got that bonus. Why not? If you already had 2, why not grab a 3rd? Right? Like.
He says,
$15, you get 3 brackets, and then you get an insert set that's worth 15 anyways.
Exactly. He says, surely this is the right one. So I have no idea. I remember watching. Lynn said he did 5 last night. So yeah, I used to watch it. I used to watch it as a kid, or in high school a little bit, just because I followed UC, University of Cincinnati. My only claim for college basketball is I went to the Conference USA tournament, I think like my freshman year of college. So this would have been 2004, spring of 04. I remember going with my uncle and I got to meet Oscar Robertson because he was just walking around and meeting people and stuff like in between matches on the day that I was there. So that was cool to meet him. But outside of that, it's just that I couldn't even begin to tell you. I know I've heard a lot of stuff about UConn. I think there's a lot of people say UConn's going to take it. Yeah, UConn going back to back. I've heard a lot of that. But then again, we've seen the 16s, man. The 16s have kind of blown up things the past couple years, So it's great. It's great to see a tournament, and I my hope, and this is kind of segueing off of basketball for a second. I kind of hope we get a little bit of that once college football goes to the expanded format this year. We can stop a lot of the complaining about your top four when you have 6 teams that are realistically have a claim. So, and it's telling me I'm almost out of time. So, all right. So yeah, so we'll wrap it up from there. So, so MinutemanMadness.com, you got another about 48 hours to get everything in for the tournament, guys, and prizes galore. So, I appreciate it. It's all going for a great cause. I've done stuff with Ryan Wise, one of the mods from Break Club Discord for the foundation before as well. And I know Eric as well. So it's going to a great cause. And that's the best part about it. When you reached out and said, hey, you want to do something, like, yes, let's do something for a good cause. I'm all for doing something, that's all going to a great cause. So MinutemanMadness.com, you got about 48 hours left to get your brackets in. Anything else you want to plug, Scott?
No, hey, I just appreciate everybody's support. It's pretty cool to see all the different names of people who I call friends that are in supporting this, right? So it's pretty cool, and I wish you guys the best of luck, and I appreciate you having me on, Brandon.
Yeah, I appreciate
and donating. You're not only donating time, you donated prizes. So thank you very much.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Hey, once again, anything for a good cause. So, all right. So that'll do it. So obviously you and I will talk soon. So thank you for coming on. I appreciate it, Scott.
Have a good one, guys.
Take it easy. All right, guys. And we are back. So there we go. So get your brackets in. If you haven't got it in yet, MinutemanMadness.com. All right. Make sure you guys can hear me as well here. Boom. So let me take a look real quick here. I know I got some notifications for some spots filling while we were talking with Scott. That's actually the first time that I've ever done anything like that. So now that is a good principle to know that I can do that. Because that may bring in some other options, like in terms of having guests and stuff on, for this. So give me 1 second here. Let me take a look and see where we're at. Let me give you guys an overview real quick here. And let me put something up in the shop too. So we got 9 left on 24-112, which is, we're going to run back the 2 draft lights. We're going to run back the 2 draft lights and the 223 Bowman mega boxes. We're going to run that back. So we got 9 left on that. And then we've got 24 left on 113 and then 27 left on 114. Those are the 3 that can run tonight. Everything else in the shop, Bowman's Best U, Inception in Tier 1. That'll go Friday. I'm going to have more Inception breaks with Inception posted tomorrow. That can go on Friday as well. Just been waiting for the checklist, and the checklist literally came out within the past 90 minutes max. So it's going to take a minute to kind of go through that. Let's see here. So let me update my sheet here. All right. So Sean's got 2. And then Mike that's in 109. Let's see here. Hope you guys have had a good week. All right, let me pull over here real quick. All right, I got everything caught up. So yeah, so that's where we're at, guys. So we're going to do some work tonight. We're going to do some ripping in terms of everything, trying to get everything together. So 9 left. That's what can go. 112, that'll be the first. And then the other ones with 12, 13, and 14, basically. So let me kind of give you a little bit of the rundown. So 12 is the 2 draft light, 2 Bowman Megas, 23. 13 is 1 hobby box of 21 Bowman's Best, and then a 23 Bowman Chrome HTA. So 7 autos between both boxes. Try to keep everything $20 or less. Just trying to keep things as cheap as we can. And then the 24 114 for football, it's 2 absolute hobby megas. Those are those new megas that we saw about that have that are like for hobby shops that have autos and relics in them. So 2 of those, a mega box of Mosaic, and then 2 Prism Blasters. Tried to load up as much as I could and keep it there. Keep it at 15, that's 15 a spot. So Joey and Lynn. Joey with 1, Lynn with 2. So that takes us to 6. How many of you guys have put in brackets? It's actually something I would like to know. Rack 1 of those to Joey. Done. Got you, Lynn. You're welcome. Vandy, you put in for 3. I know JJ's in. JJ, that 24 113's ball Bowman. Hey, Ben. Your timing too. We just wrapped up with Scott a couple of minutes ago. It's good proof of concept to know I can do that. What's up, Tom? How are you? Yeah, I'll have to do some research tonight, and I'll have to get a bracket in myself. Even though I don't watch, I'll do one just because. We'll see what happens. It's like the Mega Millions for those who are getting into the Mega Millions. Which, if I did. All right. Ben's in for 2. All right, need a closer on this one. And then I'll put up 113 and 114. We'll work down the line, basically. We'll go 113 next. And then we'll do 114 to round it out. Also, guys, just a little PSA. Derek, what's going on your stack shipments moving forward, starting with this week? If you see a barcode on them, don't be alarmed. That's just something Mrs. Zebra was working on here in-house to kind of help expedite things for me from a sorting perspective. Is putting barcodes on them for me and my source. So, you know that guy? Nice. Yep. He's okay. Yeah. Fair to Midland, is that what you're trying to say? Fair to midline? Yeah. All right, slug some water here. Spot on. Oh, yeah. All right, JJ, close this out. All right, there's the next one. There's 113. Let me pull up the randomizer here. We'll do the housekeeping. Lists, and then lists again. There we go. JJ. Let's see here, dashboard. And then we'll run this back again here. So, yeah. All right, and then Friday night should be good. Hopefully, we'll do the Inception stuff, and then hopefully we'll have Breakers U basketball for Friday. That's the hope. Okay, copy teams over. That is the hope. Give me one sec here, guys. Let me. Okay, no, I don't want that. Give me one second. Let me find what I need here. There we go. I need this one. No, I don't want that. I want this. There we go. Let me pull over what I need here. Okay, let's click over. Let's do the housekeeping here. Pull this over a little more. Boom. All right, let's do the names 12 times, starting off early. Ooh, starting off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so there's the names. Then teams. Couldn't go to any further end of the spectrum. Double sixes and the double ones. Wow, here we go. 1 and 2. Couldn't go to any further end of the spectrum there. $24, $112. All right, let's take a look at this. Boom, there we go. So Mitchell with Oakland, Joey Baltimore, Mark Dewar St. Louis, Joey Chicago, Jake with Cincinnati, Nick Shuda with Mets, Jared Yankees, Sean Boston, Jared Simpkins Detroit, Furtman White Sox, Jake Brewers, Furtman Texas, Kyle Inabit Pittsburgh, Jared Giants, Ben KC, Sean Rockies, Lynn Angels, Jacob Phillies, Chris Toronto, Jake Nationals, Alex Martin Cleveland, JJ with San Diego, Tom Atlanta, Nick Shuda with Astros, Kyle Inabit with Arizona, Ben with Seattle, Tampa Tom, Chris Dodgers, Twins, Nick Fink, Marlins. I'll leave that up for just a second here, and then I will pull it off there. So Athletics for Angels, Giants available, Braves or Rays for Phillies. So that'd be Jacob Houtling for Phillies. Athletics for Angels. Angels is going to be Lynn. Leave that up for just another moment, and then I'll have it over for YouTube. Marlins available. You'll do it for Barnes. All right, Athletics for Angels. Dude, trade's been paying off with me. I can say that in the recent weeks. All right, that's done. Let me grab boxes here. Boom. Bowman. Some good old Bowman. JJ, we're about a month and a half or 6-7 weeks away, I think, from 23 Bowman. We're close. We're getting close. Well, of course. Well, JJ, you'll like this. I'll spoil it. I think one of the mixers I'm going to do with Inception. One of the mixers with Inception is going to be that. Just saying, still plenty of Bowman to be ripped. So there's a little preview. Little preview. Hey, Ben. Or not Ben, but B squared. Brandon. Sorry, Brandon. You're not BC. No, Ben. You got it. So on, Ben. Yeah. Oh, I don't know why I blanked on that for a hot second. BC's Brandon Crosby. Texas. It's my mental lock here. All right, last call for trades. There's so many Brens, there's so many Brandons. There's see, do we have any other ones that are KC is Ben. MBB Ben has KC. Not insulting. We're not insulting. Interested in Oakland. Is that's hey, Oakland hits a lot. I'll say that much. Nick says Marlins for A's. Hey, Kevin. Brian Shaw, what's up? Marlins for A's is on the table, Lynn. We'll make that the last call for trades. See what he wants to do. You'll hold. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Bangers inbound. Correct, Brian. These were really good. These weren't half bad at all on Sunday either. I will say, though, these are from a new case. So I did get these from a new case today. All right. All right. Pull this over there. Good luck, everybody. Let's do this. On stage next, Mitchell is 24-113. It's what's on stage. It's a box of 2021, a hobby box of 21 Bowman's Best, and then a 23 Bowman Chrome HTA. 7 autos between them all. back correctly. Kenya. Let's see here. Oh, we're already into the chrome. Flip. Romero first. Pintar. J-Dom. Chorio. Harry Ford refractor. And Ray Wave. Reds. Nice. That's paper refractor and a purple paper. Oof. Woof. I know there's autos in these. I know they're really hard to pull, but I know autos in this exist, if I remember correctly. So the red strike first here. Balcazar. Black and white Ray Wave. Murphy. Tanner first. Kasevich. Justin Boyd. Savina first. Jacob Marcy refractor. Pintar. And Oscar Collis. Black and white Ray Wave. White Sox. Furtman. I remember we did Chrome Sonic. We pulled one of the dual black and white Ray Wave autos. Fiala. Michael Knorr. Sal Stewart. There you go. Elijah Green. Sky blue first. Washington. Jake Peterson. Speak of. There you go. Cole Young, heir apparent. Henry Davis refractor. Jackson Holiday first paper for Baltimore. For Joey. Put the Holiday paper. We're top loading that. His stuff is doing nuts. Stuff is doing nuts. And then we pulled an auto out of Mega Box on Sunday night too. Get a little bit of everything here. Hey, Mike. Miller, Bennett, Mayo, Ellie, Clase, Rafaela, Yerlin, Anthony Gutierrez. There we go. Tamar Johnson draft for Pittsburgh. Henry Williams first refractor, San Diego. Elijah Green first paper. Kevin Parada. Black and white Ray Wave first. Mets. Nick Shootup. There you go, Nick. Okay. The names are on point right now. Victor Costa, Mayer, Emmanuel Rodriguez. There's Elijah Green, Jake Bennett, Blackjack for Washington. Jackson Cox, first refractor. And Brian Acuna, black and white Ray Wave, Minnesota. Chris Vanderlyn. Yuneski, Hendrick, Cade. Logan Tanner. Yuneski. Giddy Cape. Drew Baker. Reds. Logan Tanner. First green speckle. To 99. 45 and 99. There we go. Reds. Jake. William Kempner, first refractor. Jake Peterson with that one. All right, 4 packs left here for box 1. And then what can rip next is on stage. This and football. Which one would you guys rather me put on stage? Bowman, leave the Bowman up or put football up? Football's 5 boxes, 15 a spot. This one's 20. What do you guys want on stage for next? Either or. Tiaga. Robert Moore first, Artiaga, Pineda, Cole Young, Invicta. Brian Acuna, Job, Parada first, Jet Williams, heir apparent, Burkhalter first, refractor. Simon Juan, black and white Ray Wave. Mets again, Nick Shida. Chiola, Meteroth, paper. Pete Hansen first, Simon Juan, Wood, Cutter Coffee first, Kenya Huggins first, refractor. Zobak first, Mason Barnett first, Kumar Rocker, draft. Justin Campbell, DeLauder, Blackjack, Bryson Motts first. And that does it for box one. Like it. Good start. All right, box two. Got them all. Gotta catch them all. Catching all the packs. It's like catching Pokemans. All right. Actually, it's this way. Nope, that's a good start. Michael Kennedy. First Bowman Ray Wave for Pittsburgh. For Kyle. J-Dom. Timon, what's going on? Volpe. Artiaga. Meteroff first. Nor first. Muncie refractor. Tamar first paper. Yendry Rojas. Black and white Ray Wave. San Diego. What's going on, Corey Larry? Marcy, Barco, Trace, Phillips, Carson Williams, Jacob Miller, Judd Fabian, first Sky Blue, Baltimore, Joey, J. Allen refractor, let's go. Then we'll do it this way. Gabriel Hughes, Troy Melton, draft Brandon Barrera, Barnett Gavin Cross, Blackjack, De Los Santos refractor. Hey, Yammers. Okay. There we go. Yankees, Trey Sweeney. Black and white Ray Wave. For Jared. Boom. Gutierrez. Ellie is a prospect. De Los Santos. Trey Lipscomb first. Snelling first. Ramos refractor. Zobak reminds me of Doback, as in Dale Doback. Milbrandt first. Jordan Beck first. Fabian first. Brooks Lee. Invicta. Snelling first refractor. I think maybe have a mood ring again. Noel. Eric Brown Jr. Drew Baker. That'll do. Jackson Holiday mood ring. Baltimore. Joey. That'll do. Jeremy No. Carson Williams refractor. There you go, Joey. Not a bad time to get anything Jackson Holiday. Malone. Henry Davis. Caro. Dustin Harris. Rafaela. Alvarez first. Heir Apparent. DeLauder. Gabriel Hughes first refractor. Benny Montgomery. Black and white Ray Wave. Colorado. Sean Duffy. Young. Khalil. Paciola first. Walter Ford first. Elijah Green, Heir Apparent. Reggie Crawford, first refractor. 2 packs left on these, and then we're going to the megas. And then grab spots, guys. We can either do football, 114, or what's on stage 113 can go next. Those are the only two that I have stuff for tonight. Everything else is en route. Rushing first. Nito first. Messick. McLean. Nito draft. Alvarez first refractor. Dominic Keegan. First black and white Ray Wave. Tampa Bay. Tom. Here we go. Chet Williams, DeLauder. Hunter Barco first. Hendrick, Diaz. Blackjacks, Colson, Norge Vera. Mason Wynn refractor to round out the 22 draft. $23 mega time. Let's go. If only they did stuff like put pearl packs and stuff like that in megas. My lord. Probably wouldn't be able to find megas anywhere if they did anything like that. I wonder if they're going to do that again this year with Bowman Hobby. If we're going to get like the pearl packs like we did in Hobby last year that we did last year. Hey, Mikey, Mattingly. Michael Harris, rookie. How are you, my friend? Devers, Bo Naylor, Waters, Alvarez, DeJesus, Brito, Ramirez, Bastidas first, Simon Juan, J-Rod, Peraza, Lindor, Garrett, Vlad, Lee Sang, Chorio, Jesus Baez first, Glider first, Vaughn Grissom, rookie, O'Hoppy, Outman, Aranda, Yenier, Monte, Jace, Vaquero, Rada first, Drew Jones first. There we go. Arizona. All right. See if we have any mojo in us like we did on Sunday night. Ballesteros first. Jackson Holiday. Peraza, Rookie of the Year. Garrett Mitchell. Morel. Corbin Carroll. Montez first. Hyoli first. Young Rookie. Bogarts. All right, come on. Let's get an auto. Let's get an auto. We need an auto. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We need an auto. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Could turn all that into musical songs. We need some autos. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But could make everything musical. Exactly. Tom gets it. Chado, Goldie, Yoshida, Wagner, Mervis, Khalil, Wood, Janelle, Kenny Gomes, Hector Rodriguez, Adley, Corbin, Morel, Gabriel Gonzalez, Martin Gonzalez, Trey Sweeney, Yenier, De Los Santos. Nice. Very nice. Luciano and Fraley. All right. Mojo pack time. Well, sitting on top there's a good start. Spencer Jones. Oh. Justin Crawford. Teal Mojo first. To 225. 31 to 225 for Philly. Jacob Houtley. Carroll Rookie of the Year. James Wood. Arias. Acuna. Liberatore Rookie. Jordan Walker sights on September. Tavares first. Justin Crawford first. All right. Let me do a little top loading real quick, and then we will recap. Guys, grab your spots. 24, 113. 113 and 114 are the other two that can go tonight. If not, they push to Friday with everything else. Which, if so, then Friday would mean a very long night ahead of us. Because I plan on posting up some Inception stuff tomorrow. I wish Topps would have been better about getting the. Yep. We're gonna work on it tonight and tomorrow and get it posted. I wish they would do better than 24 hours or less than 24 hours before release day, though. But I think they've got other things to worry about. Oh, release day is Friday. I thought it was tomorrow for some reason. All right, well, never mind. That gives time then. For some reason, I thought it was tomorrow, not Friday. Nope, well, that's my error. Good to know. All right, here we go. Let's recap. Ballesteros, Holiday, Peraza Rookie of the Year, Carroll, Montez first mojo, Young Rookie, Spencer Jones first, Carroll, Crawford, Tavares, Crawford to 225 mojo, Drew Jones, Keegan first Ray Wave, Benny Ray Wave, Jackson Holiday Mood Ring, Sweeney Ray Wave, Judd Fabian first Sky Blue, Roas Ray Wave, Kennedy Ray Wave, Simon Juan Ray Wave, Logan Tanner first, Green Speckle to 99. Acuna Ray Wave, Parada Ray Wave, Tamar Draft, Holiday Paper first, Elijah Green first Sky Blue, Colas Ray Wave, Balcazar Ray Wave to round out 24-112. It's a lot. Sneaky load. Those things are sneaky loaded. Slug water. Stay hydrated. All right. So on stage 113 is what can go next. You got 23 left on that. For football, got 27 left in football. So 27 and 23 are the numbers for these two. If we don't film tonight, they push to Friday with all the Inception and hopefully Bowman's Best U basketball. So we'd have a lot up on board for Friday night if that is the case. Anything we rip tonight, guys, if you have stack requests, please get your stack requests in. The cutoff is Thursday at noon. Anything we rip tonight can go into stacks for Thursday. Stacks will ship out on Friday. That is the plan. Last week kind of did the trial run with that. It worked out pretty well. So, because I do want to get to doing weekly stack ships. So, I think I've got maybe 15 to 20 people already that have stack requests in for the week, for this week. Let me finish these while I'm at it. So what's on everybody's mind tonight? Talk to me. You know, we got a big week in college basketball this week. How's everybody's week been? I know it's only Tuesday. I know we're not even halfway there. And guys, 1 week from Friday is going to be the next consignment auction. If you want to consign stuff, reach out to me. Let me know. I'll send stuff in as long as I can get the sheet a couple of days before. And then as long as I get the package, I can even get the package day of on that Friday. If we want to go that route. Most likely do breaks and auctions next week. For the wrestling fans, AEW Skybox got pushed back again. I think they said May 1st now. Big womp. Big womp. All right. Let me take a look at this. Let me copy this over. No, I want this. Okay, that takes care of that. Hit the delete button. There we go. Bing, bang, boom. All right. 23 left on 24-113. And then 27 left on football for tonight. Let me update what we got here. So Jake is in for 113. And then in 109. "109's almost full. Got like 4 spots left on that. That'll be fun to start Friday with. So Inception in Tier 1. All right. Caught up. Bandy's in. Chris is in for 2 on football. In the NFL. I can put that one on stage if we'd rather have that one on stage. Got 25 left in football, 23 left in Bowman. Is tonight's path. So, Ransom, how are you? J Sports, welcome back. So 23 left on the Bowman, 25 left on football. It's a rip tonight. If I had stuff to add to it, I would fill it, but I don't have anything. Doing good. We talked with Minuteman Scott early on in the evening about the Minuteman Madness. And then we just did some Bowman, some 22 Draft Light, and some 23 Megas. Got 2 other options for tonight. Got 113, the 21 Bowman's Best, and the 23 Chrome HTA, 7 autos. And then we got the 5-box football with Absolute, Mosaic, and Prism. Try to cover a little something for everybody and try to keep the price point down for tonight. Right. But how are you? It's all quiet on the Western Front tonight. Okay. Ransom's in. Aaron's in for some football. I can put that one on stage if we want. They're pretty much on par with each other right now. Lynn's taken one in 113. They're literally each within a spot of each other here in terms of numbers. 2 now, actually. 22 for Bowman, 24 for football. Oh. Let me check out one thing here. Hey, Mattingly. So 22 and 24. Mitchell's in on baseball. Okay, so 21. Need more Bowman. Yes. Yeah, I went with it because it kept the price point good and put in a bunch of autos between both of them. I know 21's a little dated, but still good autos in there between them both. Seven autos is still seven autos, no matter how you slice it, between that and the HTA. So let's try this. See how this tastes. It's not bad. Wrestling fans will get it. I just tried some Prime. Tell you where you can stick one of them bottles of Prime. Yeah. Good old LA Knight. Get a social post out here. What's on our mind tonight, guys? It's quiet on the Western Front. I understand that. Building tires. All right, Mitchell, you're going to need to explain that one. Definitely going to need to explain that one. Uh-oh. Dare I ask why? Aaron's in for baseball. Hey, Marlins guy. Fair enough. Fair enough. Gotcha. Ben, you can explain your management. Oh, okay. Now I get it. Ben, were you his manager? He couldn't be managed. He was unmanageable. He was in the unmanageables, eh? Marlins guys in. I just threw out a tweet as well. Jason. It's going to be one of those nights I got a feeling I'm probably going to need some caffeine. So 19 and then 24 in football. So 19 is the closest, so we'll leave that up for a little while. All right. Need that, and I need that. Perfect. Boom. There we go. We'll throw out one with the stream link in it, too. Boom. There we go. Anybody looking forward to Bowman Inception this week? No. I am looking forward to it. It'll look good. Hopefully, it's as good as the sell sheet looks. Here we go. Nice. All right. Down to 19. Give it a little more here to see if we can get people in here. Let me get a stream link here again. Copy. Well, that's awesome. I saw a picture of someone, this is in Discord, but someone was sorting cards and they put it over their treadmill. So they can be walking on the treadmill while sorting cards. I need that. I need that concept. I need to figure out how to build that. I need to figure out how to build that so I can sort while I'm on the elliptical. Absolutely. If I can multitask and sort breaks while I'm on the elliptical, oh man, that would be phenomenal. That would be amazing if I could do that. Full stop. How many other people? Anybody else think that's a good idea? Because I absolutely think that's a great idea. Give me that setup over an elliptical any day of the week. All right. We'll give it another little bit here to see if we can get more people in and get it filled here. What's going on, Jay Kingston? How are you? Doing good. Trying to fill some Bowman here. 21 Bowman Hobby and then a 23 HTA for 7 autos. We did the 22 Bowman Draft Light with the 23 Megas already. So we got this, and then football if it fills tonight, and then everything else is Friday night. On Friday night, Zebra Breaks. Bowman Inception. Hopefully some basketball. We'll have a big Friday night too. Okay. It's in. Boom. Phenomenal. So that takes us to 18. All right, Jonathan. I appreciate it. Oh, it definitely feels like a Tuesday. Trying to get this. Love it. Hey, Yammers. Hello, Shadow. Over on YouTube. Over on the good old YT. Good, Yammers. We did the first one. This is the second of potentially 3. So I got 18 left in this one. And then football if it fills. If football doesn't fill, we can push football to Friday. No, I'll double check. Nope. I don't have you for a spot in this one. Let me check here. That was then. No. You were in the same one on Sunday night. I just posted that other one earlier today. These breaks all posted earlier this afternoon. So right now I don't have you in anything. Are you in anything for the weekend? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't have you getting anything today. You got a couple from Sunday night, but nothing for today. Maybe they're in your cart. All right, Shadow. I'm gonna go over to YouTube and I'm getting you out of here. Let's go to YouTube Studio and get rid of them real quick. Down to 18, y'all. 18. Can I go in? Here we go. I can access it this way. Put them in timeout. Goodbye. ABC. There we go. The one that's on stage right now, Jeremy. 24-113. That is what we are. Right. What's in the news today? What's in sports news? Clemson files lawsuit against the ACC over exit fees. Really? College football playoff, ESPN agreed to a $7.8 billion deal through 2031-32. Of course. As if the football playoff wasn't going to go anywhere else. Who's everybody picking for the women's tournament? Everyone picking Iowa still? Iowa? Hey, Jeremy's in both. Ohio State in the women's one? Probably South Carolina. Don't they have some suspensions, though, from that fight in the SEC championship game? Correct me if I'm wrong on that, guys. Okay, because I know there were ejections. I saw the video of the fight. Of like that big little brawl fracas, whatever you want to call it, that broke out in the SEC title game for the ladies. And I thought maybe those suspensions would carry over into the tournament. The center's out for a game. But it's the number 1 against the number 16, though, right? Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, you can get through one game. One game's not going to make much of a difference at the end of the day. And then is UConn pretty much the consensus for the men? Unless someone's saying Ohio State. UConn. Who's your Final Four, Aaron? UConn or UNC? Okay. I got to look at it. I got to look at it and see. I'm going to do at least one. I'm going to do one for Scott's thing. For Minuteman Madness, I'll do one. Even though I don't even think I've watched a full college basketball game this year, to be honest with you. NCAA wrestling, really? I didn't know people did that. Minnesota still like one of the tops. Oh, yeah. That's a lot. That is a lot. Penn State. I'm willing to bet money that WWE's probably got some scouts there. Looking at who wins that. They'll try to recruit them, get them to sign for the Performance Center. Although Gable Steveson hasn't really turned out. Okay. What weight division? Oh, yeah. 285. WWE would definitely look at him. WWE would definitely look at him. 285 is a heavyweight for sure. For sure, they would look at him. Can almost guarantee that. Oh, the Penn State heavyweight, yeah. Yeah, definitely. They probably, I think top 4, they probably would offer all 4 of them. I think they'd offer all 4 of them, to be truthfully honest with you. All right, we're at 17. I don't know if we're going to get this full for tonight, guys, to be honest with you. Give it another maybe 10 minutes. That's interesting. I didn't realize it was that many brackets. Yeah. Yeah, I did see that. Coach went nuts. Saw the clip of that on ESPN. Man, talk about your lack of situational awareness. Yeah, I don't even think my college made it to the tournament this year. I know they were in last year. I don't think they made the tournament this year. I don't think Northern Kentucky made it. Yeah, I don't think they made it. I think they maybe they made the NIT. I don't know. They won the Horizon League last year, so I know they did they've played Horizon League. Oh yeah, they lost on the 11th like a week ago. Yeah, they didn't even make it real far in the tournament, it's what it sounds like. No, they made it to the semifinal, actually. Yeah, they made it to the semifinal. I wonder if they are getting invited to the not invited tournament. Yeah. Yeah, they got in as a 16 seed. I got to figure one out, Jeremy. So that Thursday may dictate that. I'm going to try to find some stuff. And then I'm also going to try for Impeccable WWE on Thursday, first off the line. So, and then figure out how to do it. Yeah, I don't even think they made the NIT. Interesting. Yeah, I had to figure that out. So, because it's going to be real hard to do Impeccable. It may be a mixer with some other stuff. I mean, the price points are going to be elevated with it if I do, and that's regardless with Impeccable because it's a higher end product. But if I mix that with something else to throw in a bunch of hits. It's kind of my idea with it. So, all right. I don't think we're going to fill the rest of the way tonight. We're stalled at 17, guys. So we'll push this stuff to Friday. And we can kick these off on Friday night along with baseball and basketball. So we'll try them both for Friday night. I know I posted them late today, so that's on me for not having them up and ready. So I apologize, guys. So we'll give us another couple of days to push it out as well. So we'll do this all on Friday night, guys. So I'm going to wrap it up for here tonight. I'm going to get back. No, it's okay. It's all right, Mike. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get to sorting. I still got more to sort and pack, so that way I can get your stacks out. So we're going to make the best use of the time. So we're back Friday night, 8 o'clock on Friday, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central Friday night Zebra breaks. We're back, and we could potentially have a very big and very long break night. So for me to you guys, I appreciate y'all. Round the third and heading for home. I will see you guys on Friday night Zebra breaks.